And we're going to bring on our last presenter, and she's going to be performing music. So we have two different opportunities. We got music and we got going to a spiritual level. And here's my cat. So I'm not going to push him away, but this is my baby. Everybody, I thank you for saving him last week. I thought he was leaving us, but he didn't leave the planet. He's still with us. So he thanks you. So everybody, thank you for being here today. If you want to cut out, I know that it's been a long day. We have a beautiful performance by El Sarah. She's an indie singer-songwriter, and she was introduced to me from Peter Marks, one of our practitioners who couldn't be here today. And I'd like to bring her out to oh, look at your doggy back there.
She likes the seat.
Well, great. So beautiful. I cannot wait to hear what you're going to play. And I'll just do a little introduction. She's a little thing with a great big voice is what her shtick is, what they say about her. What are you, 5 foot? How tall are you?
Yeah.
5 feet. Beautiful. So her bio is with soul and honesty. She is a convergence of grit and grace, separated her from many singers and songwriters today. She comes with pure emotion and intention pouring out of her barely 5 foot frame. It's a true wonder and experience. The size of her voice really fits her body. She comes from New York. She's a graduate in NYU, a veteran of Broadway professional arena. Are you do you play, or are you an actress?
I've done it for many, many years, since I was probably 5 years old, all the way through college. And just after that, I was acting, and then I transitioned more into vocal stuff. So it's work.
Okay, cool. We got somebody involved in our event who's not here today, and she produces a lot of stuff, and I'd like to hook you up with her. Her name is El Pellegrino, and that's Peter's friend by way. So so you never know where we can go with that. So it's beautiful that you're here to bring your inspirations and your perceptions and just align with what she's going to offer with us today, and help engage and let ourselves just be part of what she wants to share with us right now.
Thank you, Sherry.
Beautiful. So you can find her on Facebook as well as Instagram and everything else under El Sarah Music. Pretty much is what we're going by, right?
Yeah, and then YouTube is the only thing that's a little different. So that's Lil Miss Songstress, and you might have even put that in some kind of notes somewhere. But you can look up El Sarah just the same on YouTube if that's your.
I will make sure that I add that last component. But you know what? Your Facebook, your YouTube doesn't say your name. We need to work on that.
It says Lil Miss Songstress. Yeah, is my page, and then
I know. And we need to brand you on the back end. I'll help you with that.
Okay.
Okay. So take it away, my friend. You got the last half hour. So everybody enjoy the music. You can go back and go play in room number 1, go in room number 2, and we'll just hang out and just chill out and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Certainly. So the first song I'm going to play is one of my favorites of mine. It's called Beautiful Girl, and it was a wonderful experience to write, very emotional, and it's about the struggles that we go through are the things that actually color our lives and make us who we are. They make us stronger, they make us more intelligent and grounded and in tune. And so this is Beautiful Girl. Sides of you, the things I still don't know yet. There's a world undiscovered I may never know the half of it. Walk through the fire, sit in the rain again. Every time I beautiful girl. There isn't too much of anything, worth much of anything, as much as your soul. So why waste your time covering up the glow? I think we both know you can dance to the fire, laugh at the rain again. And every time I'm out on the other end, oh, stronger than steel, heart full of gold, God come around again. More than your name, more than your skins, baby, that's all for sure. Wear your lightning, roll your thunder, everyone to know you're a beautiful, beautiful girl. The darkness, the howling, the fever, the mountains, the pain and the glory. Your eyes, story. You can dance through the fire, laugh at the rain again. And every time I'm the other man, stronger than steel, a heart full of gold, gonna come around again. More than your name, more than your skin, so baby, that's all for sure. Wear your light, roll your thunder, everyone to know you're a beautiful, beautiful girl. You're a beautiful, beautiful girl. You're a beautiful, beautiful girl. Oh, I can hear applause when I sing. That's so nice.
Yeah, we need applause. Everybody need applause.
Awesome. So this one is another favorite among my listeners, my friends and fans. It's called You.
Better.
Try to keep words I can't speak, distance that surrounds. Is this working better? I guess I'll just press on with this song. Out of reach, laughing deep into where it counts. You let go, I held on, looking for the other side. Where we go, have I not, but I swear that I'm still trying. So come on, come on, come on, time for a little more sunshine. Come on, come on, come on, maybe in the early dawn, it's why in a daze, make my way to the kitchen floor. Easy street, just memory beating at my door. You held me down, but I let go, running for the other side. Time ran through, time stood still, and I swear that I'm still trying. So come on, time for a little sunshine. Come on, meet me in the dawn at twilight. Oh, alone. Alright. You let go, I held on looking for the other side. Where we go, help I know, but I swear that I'm still trying. So come on, time for a little more sunshine. Come on, leave me in the early dawn at twilight. Oh, alone. Oh. Is this coming through a little better?
Yes, it is. It is. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
it's great. And I like that song.
That's
Okay.
really
Is that your
good.
song? Did you write that?
Yeah, these are all mine. That one's called Sunshine and Twilight.
I love it.
Yeah.
My shop is Sunny Moon Modalities. So I was getting into it.
Sun. Let's see. I think I'm going to switch guitars. Give me 2 seconds. It's all right, Lila. It's changing the guitar. Sure. How many songs would you like me to do? Is it okay that I'm going to be rolling over because it is 10?
You know, we're good, man. You know, until we fall asleep, I'm done. You know, you are the finale, and if anybody wants to leave, they can leave.
As long as
We're still recording on Facebook and YouTube, so go for it, sweetie. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
enjoy it. You know, I'm cooked. I'm done. I'm just listening and enjoying it.
Awesome. Let's see. What did I do?
As well as any practitioners still in the room. We got Laura, we got Julian, we got Joe. Who else is still here? I just saw Roy. Hayden was just here. He just left. But there's still people available. If anybody's just joining us right now, we have practitioners available for private sessions.
So the song's called Fresh Cut Flowers, and it was just about a really perfect day that I had with my best friend. Fresh cut flowers on the roadside, well, I never stood a chance, taking pictures on a joyride.
Time standing still, taking it in, creeping out there. Butterflies against the sunshine, and the clouds all held their game. Seaside cradle in moonshine, your smile racing in a pain. Merrily we go, time standing still, taking it in, creeping out there. Oh, open your heart, make a new plan, taking these moments, faithful in. Never goodbye, never hold back, make it the best that you possibly can. Party for two under the sunset, our crooked tree beside the ranch. There may be miles between us lately, but ain't far reaching back. There we go, time is standing still, taking it in, creeping out of it. Open your heart, make a new plan, taking these moments and playing all in. Never goodbye, never hold back, make it the best that you possibly can. Best that you can.
You hit some notes. I was like, woo!
We always got to acknowledge the performers. I remember way back in the day when I was performing too. Jeez. So William said you need to turn off your speakers. Something about turning off your speakers.
Well, if I turn it off, then you're not going to hear the electric.
Okay. I don't know why he said that. I don't know what gives him that.
I mean, I can move.
William says back away from the mic or turn down the mic, overload input.
All right, so I'll turn the mic off.
Okay.
I'll turn that, away, and then at least you'll be able to hear the guitar.
If I recall, this guy, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
William, you're the William that I know. Yeah, this is what he does for a living. Yeah. We'll get this right. And thank you, Sherry Ann White, for joining us today. Good night. Thank you for being here today with us. Anybody who's with us, I do rely on love donations. That's why I allow this for free, because I believe in affordable holistic healing for all. So anything that you can do to support me to keep this going on, I appreciate it. And I actually haven't even mentioned it all night. I forgot to even mention it. So William says back away from the mic and turn down the mic, overloading input. Overloading input creates distortion. And you can actually come on, talk to us, William, if you want to support us in this. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, so the mic is now out of the picture. Sayonara microphone.
Okay, let's see.
So this is not my song. I wish I wrote this song. I'd have quite a few pennies in my bank. But it's a very beautiful song, and I will always honor Benny King for giving us this one. I thought it was a fitting song for the kind of community this is. I love these sort of communities where the creativity is inspired and supported both artistically and energetically. Cool things. So I think you'll know it when you hear it. When the night has come, the land is dark, and the moon is the only light that I will see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. With the sky that will look upon, tumble and fall. All the mountains which crumble into the sea. No, I won't cry. I won't cry. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, you can stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. So when the night has come and the wind is dark and the moon is the light that will see. No, I won't cry. I won't cry. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. Just as long as you stand by me.
awesome.
Thank you. Thanks.
I've never heard that rendition before. Wow.
Yeah, I don't like to do covers the way the song is originally sung because that person
Beautifully done. It's beautifully done.
Yeah, that was great.
Beautifully executed.
Very
performance.
good.
Oh,
Thank
you
you.
got me so verklempt, I can't even talk right now.
And the sound is better. The sound is better.
Fantastic. Okay.
It made a whole bunch of difference. I got so emotional in that song, Stand By Me, guys. Just stand by me, guys.
No, you
Stand
don't
by
have
me.
to
I
scream
got
on
you.
it. Sorry.
Okay.
Your tissues.
You might want to turn the guitar down just a little.
Good, William. He's a professional. Thank you, William, for being here.
Mhm.
Oh, goodness. I'm freaking crying right now. Shit. We needed this. We need live music. We don't have this opportunity to feel.
Yeah, out on the island, I don't know, is there live music coming back out there? It's starting to come back here.
Shit, I'm going live starting next week. I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna do live next Sunday. It's been a whole year. I can't take it anymore. And I'm a musician, and like it's really touching my heart, because we're so restricted. You know, we're not allowing our self-expression. We're not allowing ourselves to be heard and to be acknowledged of our gifts. Shit.
Yep.
And don't you know that singing raises your vibration? So it's a really wonderful thing to come together with music and then singing or chanting or anything using your instrument, your whole instrument.
Yeah, it makes your blood happy.
Say again?
It makes your blood happy.
Yeah. All your cells, everything, right?
Everything vibrates. That's what
Yeah,
music
yeah.
is. It's all vibration, man.
Yeah.
My inner child decided she wanted a guitar, so I got her one a couple weeks ago.
Ah!
I'm using the what is it called? The I don't know what
I'm
it's called.
so
The little
far.
device you put on the end of it, the cord buddy. I'm using that.
A cape bow? A cape bow.
The cord buddy.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's to let you strum.
Strings. Yeah. What do you got to do to get yourself into it? I think is great. All right, this song is called Eye of the Storm. I can be pretty fierce about pushing through my own walls. And this was one of those moments. Sit on the floor and feeling bad, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So push on through. Always push on through to that other side, you know? Feel the wind under, try to brace the reckoning. Piece by piece, layer by layer, make amends for the storm within. Yeah. Sail away on murky water. Overhead, clouds of gray. Now turning around like a soul-born sailor. One way out is by going through it. Tidal wave, hurricane. Come on, take me under. Far away, take your aim. Make it straight for a heart. Far away, I've been waiting in the eye of the storm. In the eye of the storm. Step inside the hallowed forest. All the while the dusk is threatening. There's no colors There's no breadcrumbs. Only way I'm through is by instinct. Avalanche, an earthquake. Come on, I surrender. Far away, take your aim, make it straight on the heart. Far away, I'll be waiting in the eye of the storm. In the eye of the storm. Far away, taking your aim, make it straight for the heart. Far away, I'll be waiting in the eye of the storm. In the eye of the storm. Ooh, ooh,
That is great. I really appreciate it. They started partying downstairs at 6 o'clock. So I'm going to go down and join the party. It's been great. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Have fun.
Thank you.
Elle, can I ask a request?
Bye, Joe.
Yeah, I'm probably
Bye.
not gonna know. I do very few covers.
Oh, no. Running from the law.
Oh, one of my songs. Look at you. You
Yes.
brought up on my songs beforehand.
You got a little.
Well,
you got a fan.
when I heard that you're going to sing, so I started doing a little bit of homework. I do that.
I love that. Because I'm on this guitar, I'm gonna play one more song on here, and then I'll end with that one. Does that sound like a plan?
It sounds great, and the sound right now is it's really good now.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, it's like night and day. It's like
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
sorry that
It was a little painful before. And you can see by him, he's like, no. It's like a dog going, no.
No,
No.
I was
Right?
I was going a little bit schizophrenic, but that's okay.
No, more schizophrenic?
Yeah, more than usual.
More? Okay.
A lot more.
yeah.
All right.
All right. Go, darling. All right.
Song's called We Are. Another one of my favorites, and also gets requested a lot when I'm out gigging or on my other.
Let me just say, Vicky, if you need to go to sleep, go to bed. My Zoom engineer, this is already the next day for him. And I know he's like dealing with the whole family situation with COVID, and thank you for being here, Vicky. I'll lock it down. I know we're not on Facebook anymore, but I'll stop the recording when we're done, right? Okay?
Thank you, Vicky.
Thank you, Vicky. Go to sleep.
Head in our hands, how we forget the little things fall to the ground easy. I'm here for you. So just remember, hold out your hand. It feels like it's all wrong again. We are the sun, the moon, and stars. We are on this together. We are sun, the moon, We are always forever. Walk it on down to zero. Rest on the truth. Some days are harder than others. That's no excuse. So just remember, take my hand when it feels like it's all going wrong again. We are sun and moon and stars. We are all in this together. We are sun and moon and stars. We are always forever. On and on. We belong. Heart to heart, standing stronger. We are sun, moon, and stars. We are all in this together. We are sun, moon, and stars. We are, we are, we are. We are sun, moon, and stars. We are always forever and ever. We are. We are. All right, let me give you what you came for. Running from the law.
That was awesome.
Thank
You and the sun and moon again.
Oh,
Song
yeah.
was
I'm
inspired by, partly, I have a good friend she used to do astrology. She's kind of, as with, I think, this kind of work, has worked her way into some other areas of helping people, but she was an astrologer at the time that I met her. And so that inspired the sun and the moon and the stars, and certainly how we are all very, very connected in big and small ways. If I talk too long about it, I get verklempt. So I'll leave it at that.
I love it. I love it.
Yes, you had me completely verklempt. Yikes, girl. What I miss the most in the past year is live music.
Yeah.
I'm a concert junkie. I used to work backstage for Live Nation. I was a caterer. You know, I'm a music junkie. That's my soul. That's my passion, my everything.
I used to work for D12.
When you're in the room with music happening. I mean, as with most anything, really, the online stuff cuts that certain exchange of energy. I know you're not alone. A lot of people have told
I
me.
used to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to be at work by 5 o'clock to be able to serve them, give them breakfast. I wouldn't leave till 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning after everything shut down, including the green room and the whatever room that they were hanging out and partying in. You know, it was an 18-hour day, and it was fun as hell. And I got to meet so many famous people, and I miss it so much. But I don't do that anymore. That was like a whole nother lifetime.
I bet it was a whole nother life too.
That was but it was so good. I was in such good shape. I used to carry tables. I used to carry cases of water in one hand. Like, man, did I have like an amazing body back then. Like, we used to like serve. I was serving the musicians any way, shape, and form in order to be backstage. Man, when they came on stage, that was it. Everything that I did from 5 o'clock in the morning until they went on stage was it. When they came on, security said, "Bam, here we go, Sherry. That's your security pass." And here I went to backstage, and I was like, "Woo!"
Wow.
Man, do I miss that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna bring us our best thing that we could do right now is a little bit of coffee house music. So let's make this work. Anybody, if you want to support her, give her a donation, and let's keep the musicians alive.
Thank you. Or liking, subscribing, following, pre-save, all of that kind of stuff too, equally as important and appreciated as donations.
Exactly. Thumbs up, like, subscribe. It's all about freaking
Yeah,
acknowledgement.
it's
Unlike, it sucks that we all just need the acknowledgement in order for us to move forward. That we're like doing good. Hello, we know we're doing good. Okay, we're great at what we do.
All right, hopefully the volume on this one is on this guitar is at a good place too. Is it feeling okay for everyone?
A little distorted.
William says,
Come back better, throw things in back. Fifth the whiskey sidekick to keep things on track. Got more than miles ahead now. No looking back. Ain't got time for thinking twice. I am running from the law.
"Yes, Laura."
Said goodbye to baby. He don't treat me like he should. I kept that one picture from me when he said he would. Good intentions paved it, but it's not even similarly good. So up that freight express train like I'm running from the law. Straight up to the night, to the other side, chasing with a ride. Yeah, yeah, take the road less traveled, hang a lower hat, change my hair and butcher, and baby, I'm making back. Sunshine and daisies is a dream of a world I haven't had. But till then it's shady quick draw like I'm running from the law. Running from the law. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Whoever's that
I
little.
call Julian.
Thank you. Thank
Yay!
you for inviting me to be a part of this.
That's
I
awesome.
got to poke in a little bit earlier.
You're awesome.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
Thank you.
So what a pleasure. We really need music at the beginning, middle, and the end of every event, not at the end. It's like
It's a nice little.
I could really see you writing songs for, you know how the YouTubers have an intro, like the really big YouTubers have an intro song.
No.
I could see you putting together an intro song for them to put over their videos, and you know, like
Right.
I could see you doing an intro. I really could, for like a lot of different people, for their just YouTubers,
I'm not opposed
content
to
creators.
writing music for other people.
Just I mean, being
yeah.
hired to create intros for the YouTubers. That would be awesome.
Over the past year, I started doing private messages. So if you either wanted me to sing happy birthday to you or to your son or someone, or if you have a special song and then you wanted me to learn it and play it in a special recorded video message, I did that. And I certainly have written songs for people before, for let's say a wedding.
I can
Yeah, but
see-
you could charge a lot for doing intros.
Yeah.
you
I'm
can
sorry,
do-
Julian, I missed what you said.
You can do jingles, you can do commercials. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you have an amazing mind and imagination. So it's just connecting with that, you know, with that vibration and that rhythm and that energy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just starting to put some pieces together to be able to record at home. So once that happens, these kind of things will be easier to at
Yeah.
least put myself out there for.
No, it's kind of crazy. I just had an hour and a half conversation with somebody yesterday, and they're famous for jingles. And I said, "What's a jingle?"
No,
Yeah.
that's what I just said, jingle.
I grew up
And,
singing.
and I said, "What's a jingle?" She goes, "My husband's family was famous for jingles, and that's how we met."
Yeah, all
You
of
know, and you know, I know her name came up in conversation in our feed, and then I did a little search, and then I did a follow up. I said, "Man, this woman has not posted anything in a year. There's got to be some health issues going on." You know, and she's an amazing person, an amazing teacher. And then, you know, we get into a whole conversation, and she talks about like her life. Like, we are a family of jingles. I'm like, what's a jingle? You know? Like, we used to make music. His father was a jingle person, and he was a jingle person. I'm like, you know, so you sang, you dance, you make music, like infomer, you know, advertising. Like, who would think?
I
Yeah.
was just picturing it too, because when you sang the sun, you mentioned sun, and then you said sun moon in your song, and my company's Sunny Moon Modalities, and I go live, so I'm like, "Ooh, I could play that before I even get on, like a clip, like the chorus or the area where you sing those words and make that." I was like, that could be a cool intro for when I go live. And then I'm thinking all the other YouTubers, because I'm not planning on becoming any big YouTuber. I can't handle all that. But there are people that do YouTube videos every single day, and they need music for their intros, because their
It's like
intros are,
podcasts have the same. They'll have
yeah.
a pre-recorded
You
or stock.
perfect to do stuff like that, to put your music as their intros. I could think of like 3 or 4 different YouTubers that have their whole community, and their beginning starts with videos and clips of them with somebody
Everybody
singing.
does.
Yeah.
Everybody
I
does.
just see you doing that. I just see you doing that for other people, writing
The,
songs for their intros.
The where the money really is licensing
Yeah,
song.
that's
to film and television.
Absolutely.
There's a
Mhm.
company called Taxi. I believe you can sign up with them. and
I
they'll
Tried that
represent
a
you.
long time ago.
Really? How'd it go?
That's a really hit and miss one. Did you have any success with it? I didn't have any success with it.
No, I was never in that genre of shopping music for that. But yeah, I mean, for the jingles are gone. Jingles don't exist anymore. So that's a dead field.
So forget about the whole conversation.
poor Sherry.
Hey,
Oh, there's.
William,
I have a feeling that you're going to end up meeting, if you can contact a really famous YouTuber and introduce yourself and say, "I would love to do a song for your intro," you could end up just like that. If you get somebody that's really already very famous, they could do a new intro with your voice. I think it would work. And I think you get a lot of exposure doing that. Once you get your room done, once you get your studio done, soundproof, and then you can really record, I think that would be something you can just hit them up and offer them. Say, look, pay me something, but I would love to do your intro.
I certainly can go to someone else's studio, pay for someone else's
Yeah.
studio right
But I
now.
don't think you're going to be doing that very long. I think you'll be doing your own recordings. Have you started taking sound classes?
No.
Because I feel like you would do really good at doing your own sound.
Probably if I
My
could-
dad studied at Sheffield Institute for sound,
What?
and it was really cool.
But that's what producers.
What kind of degrees do you have, Al? Do you
BFA, musical theater.
Yeah, so sound would be like perfect for your next step, like to really like study the way the sound works, and then you do your recordings, produce your recordings.
Yeah, and I would need also for whatever the recording program that I get, maybe Logix, I don't know, there's a couple of them out there. That's going to be a whole big learning curve to learn how to record. I've used GarageBand on my computer, but I have to update it, and my computer's not letting me do that right now. And
You're gonna do something that's really original.
William agrees with that. I think William has something to say,
William,
right?
are you there, William?
William?
Yes, I am. You want to get Pro Tools. That's what everybody
Pro
uses. So
Tools.
in
That's
case
it.
you want to send files to somebody else, you
Yeah,
have to use the standard.
that's it.
But yeah, I think if you took classes on sound, my dad used to get up on stage, and he was a singer for a long time, blues singer. And when he would get up on stage, he was the one that was like, it doesn't sound right, fix the sound. And he'd just get off the stage and go fix it, and then get back up, do check, and he would check himself so that he made sure that his entire audience got exactly what he wanted them to get. And he did all that like bluesy, raspy, like hollering kind of music, and he fixed it himself. So I feel like if you're doing that, if you're adjusting the sound when you're live, you're doing it yourself. That's like, it makes a huge difference for you.
Or hire someone who knows what I'm going for. And so
Yeah, that's another thing too.
I don't have to try to be on both sides, like on the stage and out in the audience to figure out
Yeah.
what my
It's-
audience.
It's the same with recording. You can't really do both. You can't be an engineer and an artist
It's
at the
tricky.
same time unless you have that background.
Are you a songwriter, darling?
William, show yourself. Don't hide.
Al, are you a songwriter?
I'm a songwriter. All these songs were mine, except for Stand By Me.
So years ago, I met a woman and she wrote a Christmas song. And that Christmas song bought her a house. It bought her kids houses. She put through that one song, her kids through college.
Yeah,
On one Christmas song. So keep on writing, and keep on writing, and keep on just doing, and live your passion, girl, and live your passion, and get yourself a producer.
El Sarah is not her real name. You know that.
It's okay.
not
It's
my
the-
birth name. That's what I say.
That's not her birth name.
yeah, but it's the name that she uses now. It's the name that she's putting out to people, and that's how people are approaching it.
Experiencing it.
The projection, you mean?
So it's like your cosmic marketing. It's the essence of who you are and your passion, and that's what the name is.
Did I miss something about the name though? Why it was a point to mention
No,
it?
Sherry mentioned name, and it's not your name at birth. And I said, that's okay because this is the name you're using now. Your
Okay.
name at birth
I
is,
just wanna make sure I don't miss
is
something.
a totally different experience, right?
Mhm.
That's your blueprint. Anything other than that is what you're using now from your blueprint.
Mhm.
So even our birth name doesn't matter if this is what the stage name is.
For
basically?
whatever reason she chose it or was chosen for her, and the fact that where she is right now, she's not going to change El Sarah. It's to keep that, but to understand also what the possibilities are with that energy. and the thing is that you have the two L's, and that's all about your own secrets, your own emotions, your own feelings, and it needs to come out in song, all of that and more. You know, it's like your horror show, you going into hell to understand heaven, that deserves to come out because people deserve to feel that because they themselves have gone through that. So you're a messenger of that.
To connect people with
And it makes
their own emotions and
and
experiences.
it makes people more comfortable in regards to, wow, this girl has gone through this, look what she's gone through, and wow, thank you very much for just allowing me to understand myself deeper through your music.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just had somebody just joined us right now.
Yeah.
Shayna Brown just came out from nowhere. She must be joining us from another country for her to be joining us at the end of the night.
Or the West Coast.
No, probably from another country.
Oh.
Shayna, where are you from?
I'm from Oklahoma.
Where?
Southern here.
Hello?
Shayna?
Oh.
Shayna, where are you from?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm from Dallas, Texas, but I'm located in Oklahoma.
You're in Oklahoma.
We can sing Oklahoma for you.
Welcome. So what brings you here at this time of night? The event's ended.
Ooh, late.
What's that?
I was late.
You late? You just want to show up? Whatever happens, happens?
Yeah.
Hey, you never know. That can be the best times are the ones that are impromptu.
You never know.
Yeah.
Elle, can I ask you your birthday?
5/15/74. May 15th, 1974.
I thought I looked young.
Well, what's interesting about people born
I thought I looked. You
and
look.
they have 5, they're ageless.
You look like you're in your 20s.
So when you were so when you were 18, you look like you were 10, you know?
I've been told my entire life since I was super young, you're gonna look young forever.
Yeah.
It's also imprinted in me.
Well, you also have the vibration of agelessness.
Oh, that's so funny. Does it ever run out, or can I really milk this the whole way?
See,
You can
there's a point in time.
milk it.
I can't wait for my hair to turn gray because I'm in so much pain all the time. And people are just like, you can't have a wheelchair. It's for the old people. I'm like, I'm handicapped, damn it. You know, I'm just trying to prove to people. It's funny. Go ahead, Juliet. I'm sorry.
She's an 8.
No, that's okay. Also 5/15/74. Well, the 15, that's the lover, that's the romantic. So you're a lover of love, darling.
I know.
And you beautify the world, not only with your song, but through your voice, through your words, right? Through all that, through all that and more. A lot of stuff going on with the home and responsibility right now. You're in 1974, and that's your connection with your friend who's the astrologer. Your friend, also your friends that are of spirit. That's one of the reasons you're here, because one of the things you're here to understand is how to communicate with spirit, how to communicate with your higher self.
I can help you with that. That's what I do.
By purpose. But the 1974 is the 21-3, and that's known as the androgynous dancer of the universe. So it's a person who understands their androgyny, the male and female within themselves. You're not a threat to anyone. So you're the dancer. You're the one that brings the dance, the cosmic dance. You're the one that brings the the words, the movement, the feelings, all of that in who you are and what you do. So and you're a 5-6-3-5 girl. You're here to disturb people in your charming way.
I love it.
So maybe I should be writing the kind of songs that might upset some people.
Well, that's okay, but you have a charm doing that.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons you're here, because you're a teacher of, you're no longer a revolutionary, you're a teacher of freedom. So you're here to express and to kind of like just allow people to be free with heart, body, and mind. And when you come in, that's what you do. You kind of like just change things up. You know, you shift energies. And that's what you do as a musician, as a lyricist, as a woman, in everything you do. And you're not easy, because people have no idea what, you know, El Sarah is going to do, because she's very unpredictable.
Really?
But yeah, but you've been kind of like hanging low. You've been kind of like relaxing. You've been kind of like, and then there's a part of you that just wants to go running naked on the streets of wherever you are.
Yeah.
So there's that side of you that you're a wild child,
Totally.
but you're doing everything you can and saying, you know what, I'm mature now. I got to kind of like just cool it. Yeah. You can do that with, you know, drugs and alcohol and all of that stuff. You have addictive energies, and you create people around you that are addictive in some way. And you're here to also help them in being responsible, and for them to realize that they don't need to destroy their lives in what they're doing. There's another way of experiencing freedom other than getting loaded or getting high or whatever it is, you know? So yeah, you're on the right track.
I wish it felt that way some days.
Well,
This
you
past
know,
year, it's such a twist of the mind, because I'm going, well, if I'm being told that I can't do what I feel is my true gift to do.
No.
music.
There's no, girl, you're a 5-6-3-5. There's no such thing as I can't, I won't, or you know, you're a woman outside of the box. You're a woman who operates outside of the box. So you operate outside of the box to look in the box. So it's time for you to create on that level, in your lyrics, in your emotions, in your feelings. Just, you know, don't allow anyone or anybody to take away your imagination, your creativity, your productivity, your freedom. No way. No way. Not with these energies, because you'll feel suffocated and dead. Dead. Yeah. Be free, girl. Be free.
Super free. Yeah.
Dance your dance. Super free. Exactly.
Nailed it.
That's right.
Yeah, they said that you were good at that. You are. You're very good at reading.
Yeah, work on it. Thank you.
Thank
No,
you
but
for sharing that.
No, but it's important that you don't feel suffocated. You're not one to feel suffocated. No, not anymore. There's a reason why you are who you are. You're Independence Day girl. You're the Independence Day girl. So it's like Elle shows up. It's like, wow, okay, it's independence. It's like the fireworks start. Yeah. Come from that place.
You might activate people's independence.
Exactly. That's one of your reasons. That's one of your purposes. You activate people's independence because you are Independence Day.
That's awesome. That is freaking awesome.
Preserving, I think with everything going on right now, has been very triggering for my concept of freedom and my personal liberties, but also everyone, our entire world, certain personal liberties at stake, right? So I feel very called to illuminate that fact.
That's right.
You know, as a cautionary tale, look, we got to really make sure that we are standing this and preserving our personal freedoms. So important to me. I want to be able to travel still. I want to be able to walk into a grocery store, and I'm a little concerned that the world could turn where those kind of things are.
It's not for you to worry, you see, because you're the one that creates that energy of going beyond worry. You know, that's one of the reasons, that's one of your purposes. There's a part of you that's called the heralds of light. And that's a person who is of truth, of integrity, of sovereignty, and they themselves are the way showers. So there's the part of you that's a way shower, and you're doing that through your music. You're doing that through your experiences. So it's time for you to take that beacon of light and be that way shower. And don't waste away with worry. Worry is just going to it's going to entrap you. And worry has friends. You don't want to go there. You just want to be like, again, your Independence Day. So do everything you can to protect yourself and keep your light shining.
Mhm.
Shine your light, girl.
Hence my lyrics from my song Beautiful Girl. Like, roll your thunder, you know? Let people know who you are. Don't hide it. Shine your light.
Exactly.
So yeah, you're
Love
nailing it.
that.
Exactly. So you're there. You're doing it. The thing is that you're at a time right now of, oh my God, you know, this and that. And again, you're passionate. You're a lover. You're romantic, and you feel people so strongly. But then there's that part of you that needs to step out of that and realize, okay, all right, I bless these people, bless all of them, but I got to do what I need to do. You know, I can't be like, you know, trying to help everyone. The way I'm going to help them is being who I am. And
I love that. Mhm.
I'm the example of spreading the word, spreading the light, doing whatever I can to keep people from imprisoning themselves.
Mhm.
Right? So you're a girl that's outside the matrix. You're a female Nemo. So
You know, I gotta
Right.
say this. Julian told me a similar thing, and then after he told me that, for like days, I started getting like pieces. Like, it was almost like I was coming together in layers, and I could see the future, I could see the past, and I could see all the different timelines that were behind me that I could have gone on, and all the different timelines in the future. It was crazy. But it was after he told me something similar. Like, you're similar to the Matrix.
because again, she's a 5,
It's
6.
similar.
She has 2 5s. That's the senses. That's the elements, the 5 elements. It's
Right.
Just wait for it, Elle.
It's your
Just wait for it.
sexuality.
It's coming.
It's your sexuality. Girls, start belly dancing. It's
Yeah.
you know, it's you in your dance. And the 5 is also that of it's the visionary. Look at the form of the 5, inverted C, 1, 90-degree turn. So you're a time machine. So it's very important that you understand your history, but then you process what you need, what serves you, and you move forward. And you're moving forward. And the self-talk is stopping you because, you know, there's that part of you that's a sorceress. So there's that part of you that understand how to talk to the weather, not be worried about the weather. You're here to say, hey, wow, great, it's raining or it's storming or whatever, and use that energy.
Mhm.
That's what nurtures you. The outside nurtures you, right?
It does.
Yeah,
Nature is such a healer for me.
yeah. Nature, Mother Earth, the water, all that, it nurtures you. It gives you energy. It feeds you, because you're here to understand how to communicate with that energy.
Mhm.
right? It's like the movie La Chocolat, you know, she created chocolates for each and every person. You're
I
that.
love that movie. I
Wanna
love,
rewatch it now.
I
But-
love Like Water for Chocolate is one of my favorite movies in the world.
Yeah,
If you have any doubts about what Julian is saying to you, I guarantee you in a week you're gonna understand exactly what he said.
He's
If you have any
nailing
doubts.
everything. And
Amazing.
I feel like it's taken me a really long time to get to who I really am, which is who I am now, probably over the past 2 years or so. I hid so much, and I
Yeah.
feel like I'm finally later. I'm a late bloomer, but finally coming into my own, and that's why everything you're saying is hitting so dead on, particularly for this point in my life.
yeah, because last year you almost like had a nervous breakdown. It was like totally nuts, right?
It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Not because of the virus, just your own.
It was
Your
yeah,
own
other
world.
stuff, but
Exactly,
She
exactly.
went through an ascension.
And now it's like, wow, I've ascended.
Yeah.
Do you,
Yep.
do you call it ascended when you have a breakthrough or breakdown, honestly?
It's a breakthrough.
I personally don't know what I would call it, because I also still feel like I have some, and I know, Julian, you're going to see this as well. I'm not completely out of it yet. Like, there's these little dregs that I got to kick out of my everything that happened at the beginning of last year. I still can't process why it affected me so strongly, but I know I have a little more work or processing or other stuff to come together in my life before I go, I'm totally free now. And now
Feeling it in your heart.
Girl,
Well,
you're
get at me for an inner child reading. Do an inner child reading one for
Right.
you.
romantic. You're a lover of love. Yeah.
and I'm unlucky in love. And this is so frustrating.
I
See,
feel the
fear
pressure
manifests
in
things
her
to be
heart.
afraid of, though.
Well,
Yeah.
it's unlucky because the men around you, they don't understand you. You know, they you know,
They're not the right guys.
and you're a woman of freedom, right? And you don't like to be captured, and you don't like to be, you know, held down, and also men around you, they get very jealous. You know, they get very jealous of you. It's like, oh, and they love putting you in a cage, right? And you don't
Controlling,
put
yeah.
else in.
Yeah.
It's
I
fun.
picked that up too.
have a good time.
Girl, we gotta get together because I gotta do a reading on you. I've got to do
I'm not
child
doing
work.
relationships probably for another year too, I think.
Well, yeah. See, that's the funny thing because I do
It's not up to you,
relationship
girl.
manifesting,
True.
and that's a lot of fun because you really focus on yourself. It's just like tonight, self. So you kind of put together your high standards for the guy that you want to be with, or you can see yourself with somebody with all the different traits of the gentleman that you've ever met, whether you dated him or not, the things you liked about them, you write it all down. And that
Oh,
becomes your list.
I've got that.
Okay, so you have that, but have you created a list for the woman he's supposed to be with? How she carries herself, how her strength, her courage, things that she does. I years ago, right after a really abusive relationship, my oldest daughter's biological father, very, very violent relationship. I decided to write down my list of my high standards, including, you know, he had to make at least $50,000 a year because I didn't want to be head of household anymore. You know, really deeply honest with myself about what I wanted. And one of the things that I ended up doing when I was picturing the woman that he was with was, this man is successful, so he's going to be bringing his bosses home you know, and if I know how to make a drink, even though I don't drink, I didn't drink at all, but I taught myself bartending just in my own time on YouTube, studying all the different drinks, and I learned how to do that. Like, so my husband is now an executive at a brain research institute, so the, there it's very likely that his bosses will come over, and I know how to make him a drink. I have a whole bar to be able to do that. And it's just to be able to prepare for something that big. You
Well,
know?
I understand the concept, and I'm starting to find the ways to implement that. I want to be the person that I'm looking for, that I'm looking to date. So if I want, say, if I want a guy who is really serious about his yoga practice, I should probably get really serious about my yoga practice or my meditation practice or these kinds of things, because
Right.
that's the energy that I'll then be drawing in. So
Yeah, that's the energy that you picked. So one of the things that I did was I looked at the things that I liked in other people and I admired in other women. And I was like, you know what, that's not hard, it's not far off than what I am now. And what can I do day by day to kind of mold into that person that it's not that I want to be somebody else. That's the person I really want to be. I want to have all those traits. I want to carry myself. I want integrity and to feel like people, you know, people believe what I say when I say it, because I spent a lot of my life having people check my predators to verify what I was saying was true, which is awful, but it's what happened. So being able to speak and have people believe that, and being a medium is just, I mean, that's challenging when you have that inner core of people not believing. So I had to break through all that in order to do what I do. So you know, it's just becoming the person that you can be proud of every day, and I think that's not far off from what you are. You're your own worst critic, though, so be careful of that.
aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I actually had a question, Julian, about numerology. How can it, as a tool, be used looking at your year or maybe a month to month thing? How is it similar or dissimilar? I know astrology and how that works far better, but I'm wondering how to, if I were to implement numerology, is that something that you can always go to and check energies for a day, a certain day, or how does it work to use as a regular practice?
I say every day is a birthday. How numerology works is you have this birth date, and this birth date has three energies: month, day, and year. And those three energies create the fourth energy, which is your main energy. And this is your identification. This is like your PIN number that tells us your talents, opportunities, lessons, challenges in your life, your purposes, as well as also what's happening to you in the years ahead. This year, this month, this day, everything is in that PIN number of yours. And what I do is I just take the month and the day, and some numerologists say that you start the new year on the first day of January. I disagree. I'm more like,
I subscribe to that anyway. Yeah.
so I go from birthday to birthday. So you take you're born in May, that's a 5. You're born in 15, 1 and 5 is 6. 5 and 6 is an 11, which is a 2. Your last birthday year was 2020, which is a 4. So you add that. The 2 and 4 is a 6. So the 6 is all about the heart. So I knew that there's a lot of stuff going on with you and love and the heart and the home, but there's a lot of responsibility that comes up with that. So there's that part of you that's extremely like torn between being a singer, doing what you're doing, and then you have your own personal life stuff going on, and family, and friends, stuff like that. And sometimes people in the 6th, they take advantage of you because you're a lover, you're a heart person, and you're also a 6 year, and you also have the 6. So those 6s come together and go, okay, what do you want to do? Because you're giving, giving, giving. Now it's time for you to receive, because the heart beats twice. It gives and it receives. And if you're not receiving, you got to ask. You got to start asking, you know, to receive, right? And then I just take that in 6, and this is April, which is a 4. Wow, 6 and 4 is 10-1. So you're in a 6, and you're in this new state in your personal month. So it's like your heart is being renewed, your profession, your practice, everything. You're feeling like you're waking up to your passion, to who you are, to what you're doing. Just in those energies, in those numbers. Yeah. And
Okay.
it talks to me.
That's really cool. Right. So you can break it down.
Yeah. And we can talk more if you want. I'll be more than glad to talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is she a 9?
No, she's a 5.
A 5?
Yeah. Yeah. Because she's a 5.
Freedom seeker.
Yeah.
Then she's what are you again?
74.
74. That's a 21. That's a 3. 5 and 6 is 11, and 3 is 14, 5. Not only are you a double 5, which is also, it's like, I'm free, I'm not free. I'm free, I'm not free, right? Oh, I was born with parents that might have been prejudiced or too free or whatever. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on with mother and dad. So it's also, wow, I'm like in this tug of war of who I am and what I'm doing, because you have 2 5s in there. And also you have an underlying 14-5. And that's karma. So it's like a stop sign saying, hey, hello, Elle. How are you, darling? How's it going? You know what? Misuse and abuse of the body and freedom in this life and other lives. So what do you want to do with this now? Do you want to continue to be the slave or the slave owner? Do you want to be the one who's free or the one that takes away people's freedom? Because you're a poet. There's a poet in you. You're a natural poet. So like, wow, okay. So what do you want to do? And also, what do you want to do with your body? Because you're youthful, you know, you're very, very sprite. You're very sensual. Okay. So how do you feel about that? How do you do that? You know,
Yeah.
You got this amazing smile. You got great dentistry. So, what, you know, so it's like knowing how to also live your passion and marketing yourself within your passion, right? And if you have no HQs or Zs in your name at birth or now as El Sarah, that means that it's time for you to connect also with that businesswoman within yourself.
Because my birth name, Michelle, does
So
have.
there you go, girl. So you have the M, you have the I, you have the C, you have the H, you have the E, the L. So you're a powerful woman. No matter what happens, you'll figure it out.
Giggling. She's like. This whole time.
Because my middle name is Michelle.
Oh, you're giggling with me. 1 L or 2? I'm 1.
2.
1 L, Michelle. Yeah.
There you go. And there's a part of you that's extremely mothering. You know, you meet people and you start mothering them, and dogs and cats and animals and children, all that. Yeah. And you talk to them in their language, on their level, right? So there's a part of you that people think you're crazy. And at the same time, it's time to own it, girl. It's like, all right, that's okay. I'm crazy. So what?
Great.
Yeah.
Julian, do you ever do the numerology on for children?
Oh yeah, I do. I even do animals.
you want to do Abby's, my daughter that does the inner child readings?
Animals, I do children, of course.
Okay, so she's got a twin. They're both 8, 20, 14.
Yeah, so right there, the fact that they're twins, they're opposites in their own way, right?
In every way.
Yeah, but they have the same birth date, but they don't have the same name, you see.
Mhm.
Right? So that's the whole
Yes.
thing, right? Yeah. So they have the energy of the 8/20/2014, right?
Yeah.
But they don't have the same name. And the names, that's the blueprint. That's the
Yeah.
blueprint.
So Abigail is Abigail, Abigail. Do you want her full name? Because we have
Because I don't have the time to do that.
okay. So Abigail and Bailey, Bailey. That's the other one.
The fact that she has a Y, that also stands out, because Y's are the 25th letter of the alphabet. And if you look at the Y, there's duality. So Abigail is dealing with Bailey, who's like almost like she's a Gemini. She has all of these different things going on.
Uh-huh.
So when you meet Y's, you go, uh-oh. And if they're older, then you go, wow, what's going on with this? Because they're very high in spirit, and it's also the most addictive of all the energy.
Yeah, her. Oh my God, yes. Yeah, I cannot say no to this kid. Bailey's definitely a siren. It's very difficult to say no to her.
Yeah,
The
but
why?
girl, both of them are August, so they're queens.
I'll say.
They're
Leos?
queens.
Are they
Yeah,
Leos?
so you got to really be strong with them, because you're the mother, but they're going, you're not the mother. I'm the mother. I'm in charge here.
They do that. But I'm the teacher. I built the classroom in my house so I could do online school kindergarten.
They'll take credit for it.
Yeah, no kidding. Abigail already knows how to log in, sign
There you go.
into her online classes on Zoom, and get
Yeah.
started in school.
Yeah, and very soon they'll say, Mom, I think I want to move out. I'd like to rent my own place.
I wouldn't doubt it. They're so funny though.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They should have a reality television show of them. They
If
should have
Abby had her way, she would be on TV all the time. She would have her own YouTube channel. At 6 years old, she runs around with her little tablet recording herself and recording instructions on how to do toy filled stuff and whatever she's into that day, like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. She'll get on there and teach you how to do it.
Why is it not on TikTok or YouTube or anything yet?
Because
They're-
I don't do technology.
They're business women. They will do technology. You can't.
That's
take
exactly
them.
what I'm waiting for. I'm like, you guys learn how to do it, and then I'll be involved. My 15, or she's 16 now, and I got a 12-year-old. I was like, you figure out how to upload stuff to all this stuff, and then I'll be a YouTuber too. But
Let
you
me
know.
let me share something with you. I have a friend of mine who's a famous photographer. He actually works for Discovery Channel. He does audio, visuals, and he came into town, and he actually stayed here while he was in transition, and he had to do the COVID test before and during and after. But he came to town to go to Orlando to do a photo event, like this video with these kids that were 7 and 9 years old. These kids started off on YouTube, and they started getting a following, these two sisters. And next thing you know it, they have their own damn reality show. So they have this whole group of like people like him that are coming in. They have to go COVID tested before, during, and after, be in their bubble. And they videotape these kids for a week doing their stupid show. Okay? There were 6 and 8 years old girls. Okay? Don't negate what the opportunities are.
yeah.
I'm talking, these kids are millionaires. Millionaires already.
So I don't know.
Don't take away their.
My kids will figure that out eventually. I don't want to push them into that because My husband likes his privacy, so when the kids get out of the house, they can do their stuff. And I have no doubt that they're all going to be successful in their own right. I mean,
It's going to be
just because-
robots walking around when your kids get older.
yeah. Well, I mean, like dad's in IT, and
They
I
might
mean,
not-
we've got plenty of opportunities financially for them to do all kinds of stuff, you know, in the future. But I mean, he's on a kind of approaching something huge, the cure for Parkinson's in rats. So they dissected the rats and they found the drug that they found a new method for getting this drug into the body. And every single other way that anybody's ever tried to get these drugs into the brain, they couldn't. When they dissected the animal, there was these two drugs weren't in the brain. So they found a way to get it past the blood-brain barrier. And so we're talking about a possibility of being able to cure Parkinson's, and my husband's a part of that. That's huge. They just submitted the IND, investigative new drug, and got approval on it, and it's huge. So I don't have fear of the future at all, and like the kids' future. I don't know. I wouldn't have moved all the way to Florida if I didn't have a feeling. I'm a psychic medium. If I didn't have a feeling this was gonna be an incredible thing, and it's gonna help a lot of people. My husband's father has Parkinson's. His best friend's father has Parkinson's, and he's the one that opened this institute to cure himself. So it's a huge thing. I don't know. I'm very proud, but I don't fear the future anymore.
No,
Just
it's not.
don't.
It's not to fear it. It's to understand and know it. But the thing is, as we know technology, you know, disease will not be existing because we'll be able to fix that up. You know.
Yeah.
My friend had she had her kidney removed a week ago, and it was done by nanotechnology and robots. They put 5 slits in her abdomen, and robots went in there, nano robots, and they did all the thing. The doctor was in front of a computer screen,
Isn't that incredible?
and he was the one that was operating the robots that did.
Where did they do that? Where was that?
That was in LA,
Oh, wow.
and that was like with one of the top doctors and specialists, and she worked for some very top Hollywood people, so she had she was being taken care of.
That's what I want to be. I want to be taken care of. I want my husband to be successful enough to fix my back and to know the right people. And he just did. I just had surgery a couple days ago, and he found a Cornell University surgeon. That's
There you
just
go.
bizarre to have access to a doctor like that. And I'm all healed up now.
It's a blessing, and it exists, and and we that are open for that, we create that, we attract that. It's a blessing, and it's for us to understand that does exist.
Yeah. I know. I think all my life I've just knew that I was supposed to be taken care of, and it wasn't like no. I don't really know where that came from, but I was supposed to have a rough life and then be saved. And that's basically my husband. He's always looked at these movies where there's a leading man that saves a woman, or like The Notebook, where she has all these problems. She can't remember anything. Or 50 First Dates is another one. So my husband's always seen himself Gone with the Wind, seen himself being the man that saves the woman, and like just that's who he sees himself as. And it's funny because a lot of people like accused me when I met him, accused me of being a gold digger, and I'm like, he said gold diggers don't choose to be on a budget, was hilarious. But he's the one that drove 2.5 miles to see me. I mean, that was the kind of love he had for me. So it wasn't like I manipulated anybody. It was like
Wait, girl, you said 2.5 miles?
2.5 hours.
Oh, 2.5 hours? Yeah, why not?
He lived 2.5 hours away from me. So when I said, so when I
Girl,
say things,
I've gone across oceans. Come on, half hours, please.
well, that was just, I felt like I'd never had that before. Remember, I was in an abusive
You,
relationship.
you
But I
deserve
think
it.
the main thing was
Sure.
that
Yeah.
I know that I'm a good person
Of course.
and we're just perfect for each other. His name is William. My grandfather's name is William. His brother's name is John. My grandfather's brother's name is John. We were
There you go.
driving the same exact vehicle when we met. He was driving an 92 Buick Century and I was driving an 86 Buick Century in 2007. This man could have went out and bought himself a car, and he had perfect credit. He could have bought himself a car, but he was waiting for it to die. And it died a few weeks after we met. So it's just like, if he hadn't have been driving that car and there weren't so many damn signs, both born 3 weeks late, it was so.
Isn't it interesting the way God works? You know, and you know, our experiences in regards to you and your husband and other people and their relationships and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
those are, you know, those are stories, but you know, everyone has their story. But that's why Elle is a songwriter, because she can get away with writing those stories through a song and sharing them. You know, you can get away, Laura, with it because you're sharing your stories as a teacher, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't think anybody should be ashamed of wanting to be happy. And I was shamed for wanting to be happy. Like there was something wrong with me for that.
there's no reason why someone, deserves
He wanted to save somebody.
to think.
I was
otherwise.
just the lucky one that got to be the one that he saved.
You know, there's I love there's a very simple philosophy, and it's the Kahunas in Hawaii, and I love their simple philosophy. So their simple philosophy is when they wake up in the morning and they open their eyes and they say thank you, and then they put their feet on the ground and they say thank you, and then they go and wash up and take a shower, whatever, and they say thank you. They sit at the table and they have breakfast and they say thank you. They get up and they start their day and they say thank you. And in their philosophy, their thank you is connected with grace, because their whole day is a part of the thank you. So whatever goes on and whatever happens, and whomever they meet and whatever is going to happen during that day is part of their thank you. It's part of their grace, because they surrender to the thank you. And that's their illumination. That's their energy. That's what they put in their atmosphere, in their, you know, in their mind, body, and spirit, within and around them. They put in that thank you, that grace, that illumination. So they know that they're part of the divine in their thank you. It's very simple, but it's very powerful.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. That's
Thank
it.
you. That's amazing.
All right, kids.
The hour is upon us.
I know, right? It's 11:27 here. What time is it for you guys?
Well, I'm on the East
Okay.
Coast.
Yeah, me too.
We all are then, yeah.
Yeah,
we're
okay.
we're all on the East Coast. And Al, you live where?
I'm in Connecticut.
See, that place is great. I've been to Connecticut a number of times in the last months.
Oh,
And
really?
mask free, and people are like, yeah, well, you need to wear a mask to go into a store.
Yeah, yeah.
But they got amazing beaches there, and they got amazing places and
We
spaces.
do have some good beaches, but you'll find some people still outside. They still want to wear a mask.
That's their, you know, everyone has their choice.
And that's what I would like to preserve.
And you know what? God bless them.
Absolutely.
It makes it makes us human and not robots, AIs yet. You know,
It is the difference of opinion and the diversity between us that will push new ideas forward.
Is that a song? Are those lyrics for a song?
No, I'm paraphrasing something that I learned today. And
Okay.
I thought that it was so true. Like, I don't need everyone like me. I don't need everyone to think like me. However, I do think we need to appreciate and respect each other's boundaries and choices.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm you know, I've learned that. I'm learning that. I continue to learn that with all that's going on, and without any judgment, and letting it go and saying thank you. All right, that's it. You know, they're part of their thank you. I'm
Right.
in my thank you, and that's it.
Mhm.
And who am I to say that it's wrong, it's right, whatever? As long as there's kindness, as long as people aren't hurting each other,
Mhm.
it's okay. And
Yeah,
that's,
I agree. I
and
agree.
that's where the respect of anyone or anybody on the planet.
It took me a long time. It took me a long time to get to the point where I remembered that my husband wanted to save somebody. I mean, with back problems and everything else, being handicapped and not being able to help, a lot of the times, it really put me in a low place, you know, and because I'm useful, I'm the woman that learned how to bartend for her husband, future husband. We were dating at the time. Anyway, you know, learning how to do that because I knew how successful that he could be, and I wanted to be able to support him in his, you know, just be the wife that he, like, his dream wife. And then I became handicapped, and it was like a gut punch. And then it took me back for him to remind me the Notebook, 50 First Dates, and those kind of movies. Like, that's who he saw us as. He sees them in us, and helping his wife and just being there for her for the rest of his life. That's what makes him happy. You know, he has his thing. He has his things. He's video game and he's playing every night gaming. And the fact that he doesn't have to be up my butt all the time makes him really happy. We work together well. We make each other incredibly happy. And, you know, it took a long time to stop listening to what people said when we first met, because his mom was not on my side. My family, I mean,
Darling, you're a medium.
yeah, well, I wasn't then.
Right there, you know, you're a medium. So right there, people, and also again, you're a medium. So you're working with the light. So, you know, people are not going to you know, accept that. Also, not only if they don't know you or not, it's your energy, it's your aura, it's your, you know, it's who you are, right? And also the fact that, yeah, you know, we go through our crises and all that. But again, you know, God has a plan for us. And that's one of the reasons why we're here right now doing what we're doing, and we're going through whatever we're going through, because it's time for us to realize we're not doing this alone. We're doing it with our visible and our invisible friends, our angels, our guides, and with Source, right?
Exactly.
So we're not in this alone. And when people say, yeah, Julian, I want to do this, I want to do that, I said, that's fabulous. Have you talked to God about it? What do you mean? Well, what do you guys think? You know, everyone thinks that, oh yeah, I'm good. No. We've been here so many times. It's time for us to start realizing that we're working with them now. We're working with them. That's why it's 2021 in this epic time of metamorphosis. It's time for us to realize we're not alone, and we're working with other energies that are also working with us. And it's time for us to do whatever we can to also connect with those energies. Yoga, Pilates, meditation, all that and more. So, and what is past is past. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. But now it's time to access whatever we need from that experience and move forward.
Yeah.
And that's what 2021 is all about.
Oh man, I agree. It's like a complete and total awakening to everything that I needed to know. And then I mean, I'm starting to build activations and attunements, and I never thought I would ever do that. I had no interest in it. I have no interest in numerology. I have no interest in astrology at all, period. I feel like I'm meant to hire astrologists and numerologists and like work with them rather than doing it myself. And I have I feel like there's a team building, and I mean, Sherry is like, she's incredible. She's put a lot of people together that are supposed to meet. And I just feel like that's 2021. It's like finally meeting my tribe.
Well, it's bringing in another tribe. It's not just one tribe. It's us realizing that we're connecting with many different people, and when we connect with people of like mind and like heart, it's like saying it's like at home.
Yeah, it really feels like I'm at home right now.
And you're comfortable. And you know,
so I'm like, I done laid down.
you're comfortable, you're at home, and you're comfortable with this person, with these people, with this community, with this group. Because when you go out in the world or you do whatever you're doing, you got to be strong, because you have to be really you have to really come from a very powerful place. But you also know that these people that you were part of, whenever you were with them, with the community, they also empowered you as you empowered them. So then you can go out in places where you've never been before and with people that you've never been before, and you know that I'm good, we're good. God, we're good, right? Yeah, we're good. All right, let's do
it. Julian, you're amazing.
She ain't wrong.
You're amazing.
Sure.
Man, I mean, just mind-blowing. I love it. Absolutely love you, Julian. Thank you so much for this tonight. For sticking around with us. I could sit here and listen to you forever.
I want to stay, but I also know I have a big day tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I keep forgetting about.
Darling, we all do it because it's.
I'm like, it's 11:30. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be up at 6. Like,
that's it. All right, ciao.
It's gonna work. It was lovely meeting you. Thank you for spending time and sharing my music with me and giving me a place.
Girl, you were something else.
So, thank you, Carrie. Welcome back again.
Welcome back. We'd love to have you anytime. I do this once a month.
It was fun. Yeah.
And I'd like to bring you out earlier, actually, at the beginning of the event.
Yeah, we can try different things. And certainly I will play my other guitar, which is just acoustic. I won't use the mic.
Oh, I love acoustic.
You were great. That's why we do sound check, to make sure we get all the kinks out in advance.
Yeah.
Well, at least we got it. Thank you, William, for showing up. That's pretty cool. One of my clients.
Good to have some extra help.
Yeah, I texted him like immediately when I said, something's wrong.
Is that your William that showed up? That was your William?
That's my William.
Oh, that was your William. Oh, William Kohler.
It's our William.
Oh, I didn't know which William it was. Oh,
William is our William out in Arizona. So,
thank God. Okay, cool.
Well,
guys, I'm going to go hit the bed.
Me too.
Been on adrenaline.
Yes, same here. All right.
All right.
Ciao.
Be in touch with y'all.
Thank you, everybody.
Ciao, everyone. Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you.